today we are here in my backyard with Bart Cushing, and your girls or boys?
They're actually
Haven't checked them out.
they're geldings.
Geldings,
Yeah.
yes.
They were males that have had their
Yeah, we won't go there. It's
yeah. They can't breed anymore, and the reason that they do that is so they won't be quite as active.
Yeah.
And it makes them a bit more docile, but they still they're pretty good size, and,
Yeah.
and they're not they look very docile now, but
yeah. That's what we hope for. So we're here in my backyard at Sap Gathering, Stonewall Farm, 2012, and I've been coming to this event for a long time. Bart, how long have you been here?
we came here he's 12 years old. We were here 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And I brought my kids, who now my daughter's here. She's 14, and at the time we were impressed with. We were a visitor, and they had this team of these kind of horses. They're called
Yeah.
Suffolks.
Yeah. Oh, and
And
some
we said,
my favorite.
we're going to get a team of those. So
Yeah.
I actually met a guy from Brattleboro here, Jay Bailey.
Yeah.
We bought our first. So I've been coming here for 13 years.
Yeah.
We've actually been bringing the horses for about 10.
Yeah.
We haven't made
Wow.
every one, but we've made most of them.
So were the kids involved with horses before you came to Sap Gathering, or was that what blossomed? And
Well, my daughter at the time was like 5, one of my older daughters, and she wanted to get in horses. So she had a riding horse, and we figured if our family's getting involved in horses, I really couldn't see myself on an English saddle. So it's not that actually. It
No.
tilts your back.
oh, does it? Yeah.
I mean, and, for
So
different.
you'd rather be going through the woods and pulling
Well,
out logs and
There's also an advantage of you can let go of the reins and the horses can run off, as opposed to being up on top.
Yeah.
And I don't bounce as well as I used to. But so anyway, we decided to get draft horses.
Yeah.
And then we went to look around at different teams, and everybody had teams for sale. And a lot of the teams, we call them butt teams, and they were great horses.
Yeah.
But they'd run away. They're really great horses, but you only got to feed them this special expensive food. And then the other one was really great horses, but they just won't stop when they're backing up. So you put holes in the barn. So after looking at that, we decided that we'd probably try to raise them ourselves, and then we would train them.
yeah.
And we all learned together. This is the first one. His
Yeah.
name's Mac,
Hey, Mac, and who's the
Yeah.
other guy?
and that's Rudy.
Mac and Rudy.
Yeah, actually I named Rudy for Rudy Giuliani because right then he was born right at 9/11,
Oh,
and I didn't have a name. I said,
Yeah.
well, I'll call him Rudy.
that sounds good.
So this is Mac. It's actually, I didn't name him. I'd like to think it's for Mac Truck, but actually it's for Macadamian Nut.
Oh.
I bought him from Jay Bailey, who's
Yeah.
a great guy in Brattleboro,
Yeah.
a breeder. And so we got him, he was 4 months old. The other one was the same, 4 months old.
Beautiful.
And so we all learned together training.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, Suffolk is my favorite team of horses. They're just so beautiful. I love the color. I love, just the style, the shape of their bodies.
Well,
You'll
you-
see a lot of other horses today, but this is
Probably the
my
Suffolks
favorite.
are not the largest of the draft.
No.
But these are good size for Suffolks.
Yeah.
And the Suffolks come from eastern part of England.
Yeah.
They have 5 distinct lines of them in their breeding. They have a total of 3,000 in their registry. They're currently alive. So they're more obscure. They're not a super rare, but they're more
Right.
obscure horse.
Right.
Their biggest thing about them is they're made for working in what they call working in the furrow, meaning that they're farm horses where if you were plowing, you want a horse to be able to work in the plowed ground, or if you're cultivating, to work in the plowed ground, not to walk all over the crops.
Right.
And if you ever look at these horses, and today, maybe we're walking, you can notice the rear feet will go almost like this, which is they will stay literally in the furrow. Many
Right.
other horses will have a wide spread, which are usually generally better for pulling, such as Percheron.
Right.
I mean, not Percheron, but Belgians
Yeah.
will pull much better for
Yeah.
pulling, but their feet for furrow work or gardening work, say for cultivating.
I never thought about that.
They actually, and if you see that, you can just about put a piece of paper between
Yeah.
your feet.
And they'll walk the line.
Yeah, and the problem we ever had, actually, when we put shoes on this one, is that they would clang together. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually, when you get down and you see them in Pennsylvania working, they actually put some guards on them so the shoes won't tear apart there
Yeah.
right above the hoof.
Right. Right. That must be.
That's my take on it, but I'm
Yep.
not a horse expert. We're just, and we've had a few of these, but this is my lead team.
Beautiful. Now, I have a couple of questions, and then I'm going to head off to some of the other teamsters.
Yep.
Why is this cut here? And 'cause
Well-
sometimes I've seen them long, and I know that that's because you don't want the
Yeah.
flies to be
Well,
able
funny
to
thing,
swat it
most
off,
Suffolk
but-
people don't do that, but we actually this lady that's a big breeder over in New York, she saw that, and we that's called roaching the mane. When she saw that, she said that's a heresy among Suffolk. She said, oh my God. Well, parent, what they do is these are brought right down close to the skin. The reason is so they don't get ingrown hairs in the
Oh, yeah.
collar when they're working. And plus, and it's not. These things don't work a lot. I mean, they're yard ornaments, so they'll
Yeah.
pull a pretty good jag, but we don't work them, as you can see from the
Right.
collars.
Yeah.
But we just kind of like the looks of it. But that's why they started, because they'll get terribly ingrown hairs right where the collar fits over the top.
Right, I understand, yeah.
And then it also keeps them cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Tremendous. As you can see, this is a lot of fat right here. And these horses are super heavy. They're not great in excellent physical specimens, but
they're beautiful.
It does allow you for keeping them cool.
Yeah. So tell me, how much does each horse eat a day, approximately?
They're actually this breed's real light. We've had saddle horses that ate a lot more than this.
So they eat like a bale of hay, or
No, they'll have.
couple
We
of
have
flakes,
three.
or-
We have three of these horses. They're the same size. We feed them a bale at each feeding. They'll have 2 bales a day between the 3 horses.
Yep.
And they eat about a little less than 1.5 pounds of grain a day per horse.
Yeah. And that
So-
just keeps them healthy and gives them the protein and
Right. And right now, frankly, they could survive without a problem on literally 4 flakes of hay a day.
yeah,
The problem is they get bored.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you don't have them something for them
Yeah.
to do, then they're picking outside
Yeah.
of the fence. Or,
Cool.
and we don't. And I don't like them skinny. They're just on these horses. They're called Suffolk Punch. They're supposed to look a little bit meaty, but you can just barely make out where the ribs are. That's about where they ought to
Yeah.
be.
They look healthy. I mean, to me, I'm not an expert, but they look beautiful.
They're not. And see, they're just starting to shed. You can see this in the
Yep.
camera. They're just starting to shed out because of the wintertime. They've actually, because the weather's changed so quickly, it's been a little bit. They'll sweat today when we do the
Oh, yeah.
gathering contest,
Yeah.
which is kind of surprising for March.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
usually Suffolks normally have good hooves. Their hooves are relatively hard. They're pretty good size. We've had shoes on them before,
Yep.
but we've found that they do just fine without.
Cool.
We just try to keep them trimmed pretty regular.
Yeah.
If you do decide to get horses, it's easy to train. They've got some books that are really good on it. They've
Well-
got wicked memories.
We'll be watching you today. So here we go. Good luck, Bart. Good luck.
Well, thanks for
And
asking.
we'll head off and check out a few other horses.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
See
very
you a
much.
little later. Yep.
This is my first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you chose a veteran to
To
run
teach
with?
me, yes.
Yes. So are
And-
these your horses?
No, these are my neighbor's horses. Dave
Oh, you
Heisler.
just took them? He won't mind.
No, he's got his own team on the other side.
Okay.
The other team.
Yeah.
How many animals you got, Harold? Biothane harness over leather. You got leather underneath,
Yeah.
leather beneath the body.
Yeah.
A lot lighter. And it's Montana chrome.
How many animals you got now, Harold?
Silver they call it.
Harold.
But it's, this is a Percheron.
Yes, I love Percherons too.
Almost
And then,
3. This is a Redskin.
Yeah.
This is a Suffolk
So-
Punch.
okay. So a red skin, is that like a slang term for a Suffolk punch? Okay. Yeah.
Not here. He's got the camera.
But I've heard something it doesn't really matter. After a certain point, if the workout is not so like how are you, bud?
So guys, what are we here today to do?
Fill that bucket.
Bucket! Yeah! Woohoo!
Sap Gathering contest.
Yes.
And the
We've
best
got-
times of the year.
We got the mayor of the Sap Gathering contest here. Your name is?
Dean Rollins,
Dean Rollins, and you've been coming to this forever, I'm sure.
pretty near ever.
Yeah, because this is really like the Yardley event, the signature event for Stonewall Farm.
Yep,
This is a wonderful thing. I've been coming to this for years, so.
it's fun. It's a
Yeah,
good time.
yeah.
It really is a good time.
I used to be on the other end, organizing it, but since I am no longer here at the farm, I am now a bucket filler because I know this is the most important job
That's right.
that nobody else ever wants to do. But,
Full buckets are key.
right. Because what's going to happen is all of the Teamsters are going to come around and there's red buckets around that have yellow tops and blue tops. And what they're going to do is they're going to have a certain kind of bucket that they have to go after. So if they choose the wrong bucket, they get marked off. If they forget a bucket, they get marked off. So we have actually a kind of an important job because they're going to get judged on their time that it takes them to do it, as well as their technique. If their horses run off, they get marked off on those kinds of things. And when they get to the end, they're going to get judged on how much water, sap, is in their big bucket that they've collected. So you're going to have, I think it's 2 people on each group, or is it 3?
Two runners and one driver.
Okay, so 2 runners and 1 driver, and those runners have to go around to all of these buckets, pick it all out, and put it in the water trough, and then bring it up and get judged on that. So they've got 3 things that they're going to get judged on today. They're going to be judged on quantity, pretty much quality.
Quality, their technique on gathering,
Yeah.
how their horses behave.
Right. And you're going to see a lot of different horses here today, so this is going to be really fun. It's exciting to see the horses come down the hill, come into this little maple grove here, and then to go around. You guys are really going to enjoy it today. Now,
fun.
this is your first time doing this?
Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
Really enjoy it.
Wow.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It really is
yeah.
fun.
And have you been to Stonewall Farm before? Of course. Yeah. How did you get involved with this?
We're actually here volunteering for Miracles
Miracles
in
in
Motion.
Motion, right. And you guys are doing pony rides today, I
That's
believe?
correct.
Yep, that's wonderful. So, the kids always love getting up on those little ponies. And you never know, maybe someday they'll become Teamsters. You never know. You never know. Okay, so we've got some buckets to fill, and we'll be back with you in a little bit.
Next time I went out, he was not bad.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Good to see you. I know, you can't see him until you get past him. Dad knows where they are, though. They've been through here enough.
Okay. Be easier on the turn, that's all. On the sled.
Right through here.
I can turn it. I ain't worried about my horse.
I don't remember any of them. I didn't really look at them.
Couple hidden across the road this year. Cool. So we've just seen all of the Teamsters walking through the course, trying to make sure of where the buckets are. Glenn's on his way back up, and we're going to be starting this event shortly. All right. Cool.
We gotta stay on the outside of that tree. Can we come through here?
Hey, it's official! Go for it! Run!
Each team is a different color, either blue or yellow, and they can take only from their colored bucket. Hang a bucket and it falls off the tree, or if the driver gets off. The judge's score is combined with the time it takes for them to go around the course, as well as the amount of sap they have measured at the end of the course. These three scores combine for the final score, and they are then given awards accordingly. You may think that maple syrup is just liquid sugar, but it is not. It is actually chock full of vitamins and minerals. Vitamins include many B vitamins, as well as vitamin A, and traces of folic acid. Minerals include potassium, calcium, magnesium, manganese, sodium, phosphorus, iron.
Double checking them. Pretty sure I did.
Here they come. Final bucket of staff is being dumped in. Always a first. Their time on the course is timed, and that is added to the judge's score, as well as the amount of sap measured at the end of the course, and these make their final score.
Whoa! Now across the field. Good.
Oh.
Whoa!
and we met them a little bit earlier. You're going to be going down to the sugar bush and filling up. Ray's been training on this for a long time.
Yeah.
We're glad to see him here.
Ezra, you going left or right?
The horses are required to
Yeah, I need some honey.
section of the final hill.
Alrighty, I got this side. Get the inside. Okay. Watch it. You hide him around the corner.
Come on, boys. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Step up.
Come on, boys. Come on.
You're doing good. Oh, you're thicker.
All right. Go for a ride, boy. You hop on if you want, Ray. Okay. You can hop on, you know, Ray. We got plenty of... Hop on, Andy.
The old man can do it. I can't stop.
Here comes naturally up the hill. A little harder to see without the snow. There's quite a drag on the sled.
one of our scorekeepers. She's a runner, and she's been running all day. She's done a great job.
They're in a race to see which one finishes first. Let them run.
Jump before she tosses. Jump from before, yeah.
That must be the big picture right
It's like how close can I get? that's okay. He's got the important stuff to do. Okay, so what did you think, guys? All the good stuff. What did you think?
Contest went really well.
No water problems. Food was awesome.
Well, there were water
There were
problems.
some still.
But no, there were none.
No frozen lines this year.
Right.
Let me see, what else? Amanda did a great job announcing.
She did.
Yes,
Very good.
yes. Is this your
It was
first
a
or second?
This is my second.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day.
It
Can't
was.
beat that.
No snow, no rain. So this has been
Good to have plenty of volunteers.
and we'll look
Yeah.
forward to next year or this year, whenever you're watching this. Come on out and participate because this is a wonderful community event that you will not find anywhere else, really. You know, maple sugaring, it's so cool and it smells good and
Tastes good.
it's good, and you can see all the different ways to do it, whether your backyard sugaring or the big rig. And just talk to people like you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Done. And I already got the end of the show, so I did the end of the show with Bart.
I'm so here.
8th place, Alfred Bickman. Seventh place, Bart Cushing. Sixth place, Paul Gislin. And Jim Brady, fifth place. Fourth place, Carl Perfecchio.
We had the bar flip.
Third place, Dave Heisler.
Yay!
Second place, Liz Clark. This year we have a new winner. You guys have been here regular. Andre Palmer for, I don't know, I think maybe 10 years. So I believe this would be the 4th champion of the contest, and that would be George Isling. Thank you. Good job. Here of the day.
Thank you. Thank you, Glenn.
Thanks for the volunteers. Jimmy.
Okay. Last year?
No, this is my
This is
first
your
time.
first.
Yes.
You've christened him. So Bart, what did you think?
Oh, the team did great.
The team did great.
Yeah, right at the end I have a, my family calls it different things, but something happens with my brain at the end.
Oh,
So I made a
Little
mistake
freeze?
at the dumping station. Actually, I overshot the dumping station.
uh-huh.
And then I got out and I, what they call headed, meaning I got in front of the horses.
Right,
And
like-
held on to them.
Yeah.
And that's actually disqualifier.
No. Oh, I mean because you held on to them. You can stand there, but you can't hold on.
No,
to them.
you have to. Actually, I had the reins, and I was on the Sap Gathering scoop. But I got off the scoop and I headed the horse. I mean, sat in front of the horses, holding them like this. And that was, and I should have known better. But
10 points.
it's only been like done this like 8 times. You think? So now instead of being, my son says 3rd place, we're now at 8th place out of 10. So.
It's all about the experience, right?
Right.
Right.
When you're a loser, you can always say, it's not about winning, it's not about winning, because we're losing, but it's not about winning.
Yeah. Well, we saw a lot of really beautiful teams today.
Oh,
and a lot of different experience levels. We had a great time here today. We had food from the Walpole Grange. We had volunteers here from Miracle in Motion. You guys, we had several other teamsters.
Seeing everybody.
It is. It's just a fun community time. Yeah.
But the best part is people that don't know you have horses that come up and said, well, what are those? You know, like,
it's a big dog.
Oh, it's great. No, it was good. Everybody here is good, real good. You know, this is a great activity. Hope it continues.
Yeah, I hope so too. So Ezra, what do you think about this activity? I know you've been here since growing up. So what do you think now that you're part of the activity?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to get out there.
Is a lot more
Good
work.
little workout.
Yeah, a little more work than you think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Because you get out there and you think, how hard can it be to carry buckets of water? Only how many buckets?
Something like 35, 30,
30.
40.
Oh.
Yeah.
And each one water weighs, what, 8 pounds per gallon or something?
8.6 pounds.
Yeah, you'd know.
We had Ray Anderson was the other part of our team. And
Yep.
Ray was a board member here, but he's been a good sport.
Yeah.
How it started, Ray, people might know him, but a year ago, Ray had a new hip put in, about a year and a half ago.
Yep.
So I saw Ray, and our kids went to school together, and Ray's always good for jokes. So I knew I was coming every year, coming this past year, so I says, well, so I looked at him and said, hey, Ray, you got that new hip, been working out, lost some weight. I said, you know, if you were one with bucket men, I said, you know, we ought to be able to save 30, 45 seconds off our time.
That's right.
And I was just kidding him.
Yeah.
Ionic man.
Right. And I was just kidding him. So he goes, really? And I'm like, yeah, we're in. So that's how Ray started with us, and we have a great time.
That's good.
He was there, and it was good sport. And it's everybody. It makes it fun just to
It
But
is.
it was really funny. Him and his new hat.
Yep.
Give us the edge.
Yeah, I wondered. Yes, that's what it was. So thank you guys. It was really wonderful watching you guys today. And I'm just going to end the show with a reminder that if you want to be on our show, like these guys were, or if you have suggestions, you can email us at inmybackyardch8@gmail.com. We'll get back to you. We'll talk about it, and maybe we'll find a spot for you on the show. So thank you, Ezra and Bart, and I'm so glad that you have these beautiful horses, and
Thanks
I'll be
for the
looking forward to the next year.
Awesome.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you in my backyard.
My wife's in Jamaica now. If she sees anything on that camera,
Yeah.
put you and me that close, I won't see 71.
Well, I'm married, so
Well,
she has
me
that.
too. Me too. But she's got to get home pretty quick, because I saw some ugly women on the street yesterday, and they didn't look bad.
Oh, God. So how long does it take you to do the fair area on the horse? It probably takes you about 15 minutes to do that and about an hour to talk to the guy before you go and do the horse.
I told one of my customers over Litchfield, I said, is that camera going?
It is. This is all for our friends here.
Oh, yeah.
All the good stuff will get taken out.